Wow, welcome back to Circuit. And as we told you, it's a day like no other where we have lined up amazing guests just for you to keep you inspired. They say before you get before you expire. Okay, that one. But right now, we've been talking about Valentine's. Does Valentine encourage immorality? Keep talking to us about that and let us hear your feedback. And now on studio with us, it's an amazing guy. Talk about those geniuses. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
You're awesome.
I'm awesome.
You fine?
You?
I'm awesome.
Ah, pleasure meeting you.
Let me give you this opportunity to introduce yourself.
Okay. I go by the name Njogu James. I'm a lawyer and I'm the CEO.
You're going
Brand
to be
Theatre
looking
Ventures.
directly at this camera.
Camera 4.
Yes.
I go by the name Njogu James Karogia. I'm a lawyer and the CEO of Brand Theatre Ventures. It's nice being here.
Wow.
Yes.
A lawyer.
Yes.
Hey, okay. I want you to see from a lawyer's perspective.
Yes.
Does Valentine's encourage morality?
What's moral to you? It's not moral to me. So it depends.
Okay.
Yes.
You celebrated Valentine's?
Yes, I did.
Hey.
It was awesome.
Do you know that there are countries where they ban it and they're like, we can't do this because it's encouraging some bad things?
It depends. It depends with what you believe in. Just what is moral to you may be immoral to me. So it's what you believe in.
Akimaloya tu anaongeanga tu venye to expect, but ni sawa tu. Yeah, now let's go now to what you do. Tell us more about your job description. What exactly do you do?
Full time, I'm a lawyer. I work with the biggest law firm in Kenya, and it's an absolute pleasure working for them. Part time, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of Brand Theatre Ventures, a company that deals with digitization of content. Yes. And
what's the mandate of Brand Theatre Ventures?
Basically, we digitize content. We work with authors, we work with banks, we work with individuals, we work with publishers. It all depends with what you really need. We also manage social media accounts. The former social media, let me say, digital marketing manager at Truth FM. It was an absolute pleasure working for them. Currently, we are just digitizing content.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that the name digitizing may seem like ambiguous to some people. What exactly does it mean?
I'll give you a case scenario.
Okay.
The government just bought laptops for high schools. Then they just bought books again. So I believe that we are wasting billions and billions of money in one particular area. If you buy laptops, why don't you digitize the books and let the books be in digital form, such that if a student or a pupil have a laptop, he can be able to access all the textbooks. So basically what we do is we work with authors, we work with publishers, so that we can ensure that we create a conducive environment and we enhance the reading culture in Kenya. Yes.
And when you're doing that, because you've been doing digitizing of content, do you require copyright, or how exactly do you go about it?
First of all, we have to consult with the authors. When they give us a go-ahead, that's when you can actually go to, you can buy an ISBN, but now this is an electronic format, so that you can be able to sell your books online.
But okay, I think personally I've never bought any book on Amazon or all the other online platforms, because they ask for PayPal, they ask for visas and everything, and I think it's a tiring process. So do you think it's it's going to be available to everyone, ama tu ni ya wale watu wenye they just do those things?
I'll give you different case studies and different companies that actually have taken up the task. One is, let me not market any company, but there are so many companies which do online selling, including books. So I feel that we are not yet there as a country, but that's where we are heading to.
So, okay, it's not limiting.
It's not limiting, but there's one company that we're working with called Book Hive. It's an online bookstore whereby you can just buy your book. Yes.
And what really inspired you to be doing that? And maybe you can also talk about why the government has not been doing that for a long time.
I think the government has failed because there are not so many people who understand digitization. It's the new thing. We're in the 21st century. We should accept that. And sometimes getting up there to people who can be of impact, or people you can give ideas to, is usually a big problem. But I'm lucky personally to have worked with big brands like Story Moja, etc. So in digitization, and they have opened doors for me. It's an absolute pleasure. Yes.
And what about those people who are okuko ndani mashinani and they don't even have a phone where they can also download a book?
Yes.
What about them?
I believe in every 3, one has a smartphone.
Okay.
Even you can look at your friends, you can see that most of your friends have smartphones. So we can't be ignorant and say just because someone does not have, he cannot be able to access a book. It's basically taking up the initiative and using. Let me ask you a question. If you go to your phone, the number of apps you have, the majority are games and other applications, social media. Why don't we have one that actually deals with books? It's a challenge to us. Furthermore, we say Africans are not good readers. So I think people read. Even if you go back, our parents used to read the Bible from Monday to Sunday. So Africans do read. It's only the content that is out there which is not appealing to most people. Yes.
And maybe how do you deal with the challenge of, because you are dealing with digitizing textbooks, and so many schools don't have enough computers where you can access this information. How are you dealing with that challenge?
First, I'm going to answer in 2 different ways. The first is I cannot play a big role in that particular area. But we can't lack a laptop and lack a textbook. We better lack one. So when you digitize the content, even if you have 3 computers in schools, you'll just need to digitize all the books such that even those 3 computers can be able to be accessible to each and everyone. But the government has taken up majority of schools have laptops, have electricity, and it's a good initiative. Yes.
And okay, maybe you can talk about how you earn. How do you get your money?
I have a full-time job.
Okay. No, apart from now, the full-time job in this particular business, because maybe there are people who are watching and they're like, yeah, this is an open field, we can get into it, but exactly how are we going to earn a living out of it?
Once you digitize, like the cheapest I charge per book can go up to 5,000 and can bring returns of hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I know publishers who are making millions. If you go and do research, there is one publisher who has invested 200 million Kenya shillings in digitization of their content. It's out there. So digitization is the next new thing. So we can't just be ignorant and say we have challenges, we are unable to do ABCD because of EFGH. So it's up to us to take up the initiative. First world countries have taken up the role. Why not us? Yes.
And maybe from an entrepreneur's point, do you partner with people who they distribute laptops and computers to schools, because they have to access your information, but now the schools don't have? Do you partner?
We have not yet partnered, but we are looking forward to partner with some. If there is one who is listening to me, it would be an absolute pleasure. Yes, working with you. Yes. But I'm just looking forward to partner with someone. Right now we're just digitizing. There's a lot of content out there which is not yet, it's still in hard copy. Kenyans are trying to face off the hard copy. Even if you go to how you receive your receipts, it's now most people have taken up the initiative of digitizing it, such that you just receive the receipt on your email or your phone, and it's a good initiative. So we are heading there. We are not yet there. Yeah, there must be veterans first who come up.
Young and brainy. They say in Africa, when you want to hide something, you hide it in a book.
True.
And now, what are you doing about that? Which awareness are you creating so that people may be able to own what you're doing?
First, we are working with majority children's home, whereby I just donate a laptop to them and like, ensure that they have textbooks in those particular computers and laptops. Then we're just, through what you're doing, we are bringing up new authors and new people who are interested in writing articles and doing anything written.
Yeah.
So it's just a small initiative. It's just a small body with a big heart. Yes.
And maybe something I forgot to ask.
Yes.
Are you doing it alone or you are a group of people?
I have a team, a very big team.
Yeah.
Most of them are university graduates. Yes, we are almost 25, and each and everyone is making money out of it. So it's an initiative that actually can guarantee you a lot of income. Yes.
And maybe also to ask you,
Yes.
no, you take maybe an example of a biology book.
Yes.
How long does it take? And maybe what's the process of maybe taking that book and now, do you transcribe? What exactly do you do?
I'm going to give you a case study with what I'm doing right now. There is a law firm that has given me a contract of digitizing all their files. The total number of files is 15,000. So we have to first scan each and every file, and you know how files, the size of a file. So you scan it, then you actually put it in a format that you can access that particular format. Then from it, we ensure that if you want to sell it, you can be able to sell it. It can take long depending on the size of the book, because there are two different types of books. There are children books, which may be interactive books. It's a book, but you have videos inside, you have animation inside, you have audio inside, and it is still a book. So it usually depends with the type of book. So I can't be able to say, maybe someone just has a novel, you just digitize it within a day.
So it's just scanning only like that?
No, it's scanning, then you have to edit it, you have to, it's a lot of work, let me say that. But it's a lot of work because not so many Kenyans have embraced it. We just need first to embrace it, then so that we can have creative minds that actually come up with good and better ideas. Right now we are doing, we are going around, we are just beating around the bush before we reach the point. And that to me is hectic, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you tried to partner with the government maybe in some way?
Government?
Yeah. No, apart from the textbook, maybe they are sponsoring you in some way. I don't know.
Not yet, but I look forward. It's something that I look forward to.
The work looks so tedious. Like, it's huge. What is keeping you on your toes? Like, seriously.
Let me say, favor God, and just being persistent.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now as we wrap up,
yes.
You are also a social media manager at Truth FM.
I used to be.
Oh, right now you're not at it.
Yes, it was so hectic for me.
Okay.
First, I needed to practice, make a brand for myself.
Yeah.
Plus, in future, I look forward to running for a member of parliament. So.
Okay, I'm sitting next to an MP somewhere.
So there's nothing wrong with that. So I just needed to put priorities right, then reframe and restructure my whole world.
Wow, you're such a high flyer.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Maybe a tip to someone who wants to join your field.
I'm going to talk first of all to authors and publishers. To all others who are listening to me, I don't know how they can get my email.
You can just share it out.
Go to brandthetwoventures@gmail.com, or you can search for us in all social media platforms at brandthetwoventures. I'm at Wakili Njogu in all social media, Wakili Njogu. So if you look for me or you look for a company, you're just going to find us. Yes.
You've forgotten the tip.
Oh, the tip. Oh, do what you love. Let no one tell you what you can do. You just try your best. That's what I believe in.
Wow.
And put God first. Yes.
Wow, it is true that a dream is not achieved through magic, but through hard work, sweat, and determination. Wow, what an inspiring interview with Mr. Njogu here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I know you have inspired so many people outside there, and you have really given out information.
Asante sana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. We wish you all the best.
Asante sana.
Shine on.
Asante
No
sana.
kiko MP. Well, we're taking a short commercial break. We'll be right back with more.